upgraded. Let us see here. Fuckers need some shit. We'll put it at 52. So an upgrade next week. Definitely need this one. Right, wide receiver. Just got to upgrade. Just got to upgrade. Oh, line. Wide receiver, running back. Go in there and upgrade. I'm drinking rum and river. You close to an upgrade too? Alright. What you need though? 800. Yeah, I'm at the focus trade. Trade. No need to do him. Humphrey stays, of course. Actually, a development. Number one. Oh, I never did that. Offensive line tight end. Let's knock this out real quick. If you say anything, I can't hear you, by the way.
Hey, boys. Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice...
Puts the lotion on its skin. Thus it gets the hose again. What playbook is this?
Set hut, 30 bags.
Booty.
Ready, ready.
Oh, wow. Do something else.
Here we go, here we go. 10, Lobo. 6, we good. 32.
Wowzers. Oh, this ain't. Oh, that's stupid. That's really dumb.
Pittsburgh.
I'm doing this training real quick. Hold up. Give me a second.
Got it. 22, jet, bomber. Ready, go.
It should be done in like 3 minutes or less.
Ready, ready. 80 weapons. Set up.
It's 2. 15-yard line, perfect. Perfect.
Ready up. H3 to 18. Cover. Set go.
Dying.
All right, man. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Today was great. You guys went out there and executed flawlessly.
I'm drinking rum in Red Bull. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go, Jameson Collins. Yo, this stamina sucks ass. Go for that. Make it acceleration boost. Hey, he did. Got acceleration boost. So 83 excel now. Let's see if we can get a +2 zone for this guy. That'd be great. +2 zone. Alright, I can do that. That's cool. Accept this invite. How's it coming? I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. The Purple People Eaters.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
No, I ain't listening to him yet.
Set up. 50, plant. Check. 53, plant. Watch the run.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. At the 24-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter. Side.
A toss play to Chubb. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's to his running back, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah,
I had my depth chart real quick now. Hold up. Give me good win. Cheek is 4. Corner. Leave him there. Sub linebacker. Yeah, that's what was Roberts, not Dylan. I'm ready.
It's a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I can see when his man is on.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they were able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a must-start in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Going for a fake.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cover 1. And I got reads either way, right? Well, most people do anyway.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Over there. Oh, okay. Okay.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now it's Jackson firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'm 6 for 6.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Tomfoolery.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Go. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Put up.
Now Jackson going to throw again. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 6-0 our score after one.
Try to kill a pimp.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Wow.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Fights off the defender, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, come on. Check 53 is mine. Watch the slant. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Check 3. Check.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make our score 9-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Well, averaging 10 yards per play on this? Like, what?
The Browns' drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They're trying to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon just marked that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Right there.
Check
Double
26, check 26.
To throw is Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Who defense out here, people?
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Jackson from the shotgun.
That's
incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
He can't hang. 6-6. Pull it high. Jam.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen. He's been terrific so far. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-40.
Look at that nigga.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down.
Oh, let me break that tackle, please.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson, they complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 24. Check 24. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. 66. Bullet. Half.
Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
22. Jet. Bomber. 22. Jet. Bomber.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, do that stupid big fella. Don't do it, big fella.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter.
Yes.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Yeah.
And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah.
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Whoa, hell.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That was so extra. Let me cut off that man.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
let's pin the mirrors
He's
back and go
blitzing.
full strength. Check it. That's it.
I'm about to blitz him, nigga.
Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
You see what I see. Don't do that, man. That's messed up, man. Why you do that, kid?
They go play action with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's 4. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep middle of the field. And that will be incomplete.
Come on, rookie.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
A little blitzy blitz.
Can I join your franchise?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Gets this one to Hill.
I'm always missing deep
Call it a gain
opportunities
of
for him,
5. And just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, fire a bullet in there for the completion. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
You can make my left tackle look bad, man.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All day, every day.
Jackson now. Buying time what's left.
Give me that block.
Got some real estate inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin there to make the grab. As the Ravens push further out in front.
I pump faked by mistake. I didn't mean to do that.
And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back,
Pump fake by mistake too,
we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
That should have been a pick.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
I could do that all by myself.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
I was there.
Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, echo. Don't be scared of it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's out to Chubb, complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Where was my pass right there?
A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
A throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
64, weak. Deuce. Ready.
The block, bro.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, orbit. 45 the mic.
2nd down and inches. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The throw over the middle taken in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Check. He's coming. We got double up. Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on.
Oh, my goodness.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
They keep making me look these damn picks.
Can you believe it? He misses another one. His 3rd so far.
That's kicker award out the window. All the games in Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 40 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
We don't have our purple pants on.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. 2nd and 9 now. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but now it'll be third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're able to locate Wilson. Wow. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On first down, they'll run with Chump. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 85. Hey, exit. Single.
2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You draw Corker. Bravo. 3 down.
Looking to throw. Thank you. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Don't get nervous. Check three. Go.
What he says.
Check it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, blitz.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's all try. Mike, 53.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
I'm going to get you quick.
I'm gonna get you quick.
Okay, ready. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check pass. Check pass.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check, 53's Mike. Switch, Mike. Let's go. Fly ball. Check. Zip it. Check.
They'll run it with Hill. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Okay.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now back to throw. His throw incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Man open, that's Damian Radley. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 23.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
We see his yellow, nigga. We can tell.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jannard Avery make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He's checking. Crash. Shit.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, Lamar.
And that's going to be incomplete. Wow. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop it. A lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Check 52. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
I was waking as that guy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. But on the other argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
Can I join your franchise?
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Weekend's had 11 for 237, dude. Oh, my goodness. That perfect QBR. Look at that. Infield. I guess it's a dude that's watching the stream. Yeah, it's a 17-man waiting list for this league, bro. Look us up on Madden Connected Community. Bruh. Yo, did I only throw to these two? Yo, Boykin had 11 for 237, bro. Julio Jones. Julio, is that you? Is that you, Julio? Youngest player. Doesn't have star there.
Okay.
The rookie had 8 tackles, a TFL, and 2 picks. Let's go. Let's go, boy. Highlights real quick. Oh no, are you signing Chubb back or no? Yeah, don't do it on running back though. Unless you plan on trading them. Yeah, nice little combo right there. I love that formation. Nice drop by Justice Hill, huh? I mean, I guess, but me personally, I mean, but I play different than you, so I'm different. I barely use my one running back. Like, oh shit. I didn't have 2 scenarios for him so far. Like, I have not gotten it because I don't know how to get running back yards. Running backs just ain't my thing. You can leave my running back alone. 90% of the time, I won't throw to him. Legit. Here's my 1 sack for the game. 53 is the max, so you right. Like this play right here, running back wide open early for the throw to him. Wasn't checking for him. Looking for 24 yards. The big route. Killed your ass a big route, boy. Greedy Williams got beat like a rag doll, son. Look. 54. Oh my God. Don't let that man see the field, bro. Don't let that man see the field, bro. Tip drill. I'll take that, man. A little tip drill pass. Tipped up by Earl Thomas and Richard Sherman. I'm sleeping on those 88 speed guys, bro. They be alright. They be okay. Those 88 speed guys don't be half bad, bro. Big route, low ball, bang. 5% on the outside, most likely, but low route. Oh, the running back? Who got that? The running back? Yo, listen to this picture, yo. This why your safety needs that damn thing. Look at this. Look how open he left Hollywood Brown, man. Boyle, the rookie. Yeah. Yo, that's 7-8 yards separation. Shit was funny. What's the deal with the rookie safety? Boyle. And what's the rookie safety Boyle? What's his shit? Is he star dev or higher? Is he star dev or no? Oh yeah, use it on him, bro. Use it on him for sure. Might have just broken the matrix, nigga. Bro, Boykin, Boykin got 5 yards of separation on the fucking street versus Denzel Ward. Exactly. 3 yards of separation, bro. Which is the top corner in the league. But, I mean, Boykin ain't half bad. Hell no, don't sign him. The linebacker. Good sign. I mean, when you blitz everybody, you know, like you do. Yeah. That's what it looked like to me. This last ditch ability, bro. Kickers. I mean, I signed Tucker because he's the best one in the league, but other than that, I signed the kicker, bro. Hell no. I just realized I was still streaming. That's funny.